Enter John Proctor. On seeing him, Mary Warren leaps in fright.
I'm just going home, Mr. Proctor.
Be you foolish, Mary Warren? Be you deaf? I forbid you leave the house, did I not? Why shall I pay you? I'm looking for you more often than my cows.
I only come to see the great doings in the world.
I'll show you a great doing on your arse one of these days. Now get you home. My wife is waiting with your work.
Trying to retain a shred of dignity, she slowly goes out.
I'd best be off. I have my Ruth to watch. Good morning, Mr. Proctor.
Mercy sidles out. Since Proctor's entrance, Abigail has stood as though on tiptoe, absorbing his presence wide-eyed. He glances at her, then goes to Betty on
I almost forgot how strong you are, John Proctor.
What's this mischief here?
She's only gone silly somehow.
The road past my house is a pilgrimage to Salem all morning. The town's mumbling witchcraft.
Hush. We were dancing in the woods last night, and my uncle leaped in on us. She took a fright is all.
Ah, you're wicked yet, aren't you? You'll be clapped in the stocks before you're 20.
Give me a word, John. A soft word.
No, Abby, that's done with.
You come 5 miles to see a silly girl fly? I know you better.
I come to see what mischief your uncle's brewing now. Put it out of mind, Abby.
John, I'm waiting for you every night.
Abby, I never give you hope to wait for me.
I have something better than hope, I think.
Abby, you put it out of mind. I'll not be coming for you more.
You're surely sporting with me.
You know me better.
I know how you clutched my back behind your house and sweated like a stallion whenever I come near. Did I dream that? She put me out. You cannot pretend it were you. I saw your face when she put me out, and you loved me then, and you do now.
Abby, that's a wild thing to say.
A wild thing may say wild things, but not so wild, I think. I've seen you since she put me out. I've seen you nights.
I've hardly stepped off my farm this 7 month.
I have a sense for heat, John, and yours has drawn me to my window, and I have seen you looking up, burning in your loneliness. Do you tell me you've never looked up at my window?
I may have looked up.
And you must. You're no wintry man. I know you, John. I know you. I cannot sleep for dreaming. I cannot dream, but I wake and walk about the house as though I'd find you coming through some door.
Child?
How do you call me child?
Abby, I may think of you softly from time to time, but I will cut off my hand before I'll ever reach for you again. Wipe it out of mind. We never touched, Abby.
Aye, but we did.
Aye, but we did not.
Marvel how such a strong man may let such a sickly wife be.
You'll speak nothing of Elizabeth.
But she is blackening my name in the village. She is telling lies about me. She is a cold, sniveling woman, and you bend to her. Let her turn you like a...
Do you look for a whipping?
I look for John Proctor. Took me from my sleep and put knowledge in my heart. I never knew what pretense Salem was. I never knew the lying lessons I was taught by all these Christian women and their covenanted men. Now you bid me tear the light out of my eyes. I will not. I cannot. You loved me, John Proctor. And whatever sin it is, you love me yet. John, pity me. Pity me.
The words "going up to Jesus" are heard in the psalm, and Betty claps her ears suddenly and whines loudly.
Betty?
She hurries to Betty, who is now sitting up and screaming. Proctor goes to Betty as Abigail is trying to pull her hands down, calling Betty.
What's she doing, girl? What ails you? Stop that wailing.
The singing has stopped in the midst of this, and now Paris rushes in.
What happened? What are you doing to her? Betty! Betty! Betty!
He rushes to the bed crying. Betty, Betty, Mrs. Putnam enters, feverish with curiosity, and her Thomas Putnam and Mercy Lewis. Paris, at the bed, keeps lightly slapping Betty's face while she moans and tries to get up.
Well, she heard you singing, and suddenly she's up and screaming.
The psalm! The psalm! She get up here to hear the Lord's name.
No, God forbid. Mercy, run to the doctor. Tell him what's happened here.
Mark it for a sign. Mark it!